is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit, from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. And I've been guided to do a crystal grid, which you see here. It's you receive a piece of rose quartz, and when you meditate with that and send love to your twin, out to raise love and light on the planet, it basically anchors in energies from as above, so below, and brings spirit into matter, spirituality into your reality. It's also all based around the forest lovers, and based around the forest lovers who are twined together for eternity around the oak tree. And basically the whole basis is that the tree anchors in the roots, go into the center of the universe, and the trees and all of the earth energies which are helping us come into our reunions. So the power of the crystals as well, very grounding, very earthing, bringing spirit into matter. The other thing is I do divine love healing. So I connect to your souls. I give you all the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. I see everything like a film. I give you a write-up, a 3-card angel reading, plus a guided mantra. And when you repeat that, it aligns your energies so you can be in the highest vibration possible, ready for your union. And that's what this journey is all about. It's all about moving into more and more and more and more and more of the love vibration to help you live the life of your dreams in every which way, because that is what your twin wants for you, because you are one energy body, you are one soul split into 2 physical bodies. So that's why this message is so perfect, because like I say, all these messages are driven from our higher selves, from everyone that's coming to me for healing, from everyone that's joining the crystal grid. We are all part of the same family, soul family, that are helping each other into our unions. So this morning it was the message about B and the breaking glass that was the image that got put as the front of the video. I always check to see how the videos are being loaded, because they will always pick another image on the front, which is another message. And somebody straight away contacted me and said they had researched what breaking glass is. Now I'm going to read it to you because, again, this is just amazing. So I'm going to read it out. So it says, this is about breaking glass at a Jewish wedding. I understand that the reason I will be breaking a glass with my foot at the end of the wedding ceremony is to commemorate the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem some 2,000 years ago. This was indeed a significant event in Jewish history, but it doesn't seem to have any relevance to me. What does a destroyed building have to do with my wedding? Now listen to the answer. The destruction of the Holy Temple has extreme personal relevance. It happened to you. It is true that shattering the glass primarily commemorates the fall of Jerusalem. However, it is also a reminder of another cataclysmic shattering, that of your very own temple, your soul. Before you were born, you and your soulmate were one, a single soul. Then, as your time to enter this world approached, G shattered that single soul into 2 parts, one male and one female. These 2 half souls were then born into the world with a mission to try to find each other and reunite. At the time, the split seemed tragic and incomprehensible. Why create fragmentation where there was once completion? And note that completion was the word that was used on the Husky dog food pack that I found yesterday, right? Dog food, again, dog is for unconditional love. So again, just beautiful how all these messages link into one another. Why break something just so it could be fixed? And if you were meant to be together, why didn't you leave you together? It is under the Kupa, the wedding canopy, that these questions can be answered. With marriage, 2 halves are reuniting, never to part again. Not only that, but you can look back at the painful experience of being separated and actually celebrate it. For now it is clear that the separation brought you closer than you would otherwise have been. Ironically, it was only by being torn apart and living lives away from each other that you were able to develop as individuals, to mature and grow. Your coming together is something you had to achieve and choose, and therefore it is appreciated deeply. With the joyous reunion at the wedding, it becomes clear that your soul was split only in order to reunite and become one on a higher and deeper level. And so you break a glass under the keeper and immediately say the congratulations wish of Mazel Tov, because now, in retrospect, even the splitting of souls is reason to be joyous, for it gave your connection the possibility for real depth and meaning. We see a parallel story in the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. So I'm not going to... The key thing about this is that it's saying about, you know, the only antidote to fragmentation is unity, and the deepest unity is experienced at a wedding. Every wedding is a healing, a mending of one fragmented soul. I mean, so basically this is really, I mean, I know that they're talking about it in a wedding situation, but they are talking about, you know, the breaking glass is essentially two halves coming into one again and reuniting. So they're talking about the twin flame, right? Again. So how amazing is that? Because that is coming from somebody on the grid who looked up breaking glass, because breaking glass was the message that somebody had seen yesterday. So you know how incredible it is that our higher selves are driving this and getting these messages out, because again, that's, you know, you can't get much more confirmation again from the universe to say carry on going, because the whole point is that your souls are destined to be reunited, right? It was made that way. It is your destiny. So keep on going, because the forest lovers, you are entwined together for eternity, and you hold each other's sacred keys, and this is what's part of the crystal grid, the sacred key. You know, the other part of this necklace says, he who holds the key can unlock my heart. Now, I said this morning about the B&B people that are staying with me, and how the fact that she was saying that she's a twin, that she's wearing a Batman t-shirt, that they, you know, the amount of times that we were talking about 22 and 69, it was just bizarre. But the other thing that I forgot to say is that he wants to be a dance teacher, because he said, I'm more than happy for her to be she's a lawyer. I'm more than happy for her to be the breadwinner. You know, I want to be, you know, I want to do something that follows my passion. And so I'll help get her set up. And then once she can earn all the money, I'm going to go off and do my dance teaching. And so, you know what, I just thought, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful balance of looking at how, you know, the divine feminine, divine masculine are, you know, working together. Because essentially what he said is that he wants to work, he wants to follow his passion, right? Which is all about what we're doing now. And the fact that he was a dance teacher. The other thing is, I asked him what his last dance was, and he said that he choreographed somebody's wedding for them. And they did 2 dances. Now, the choreography, I was like, oh, what was the music? Now, wait for this. Because this has been a song that has featured a long time ago, but comes up an awful lot in people's healings. And guess what song it was? It is Love Lifts Us Up Where We Belong. Now, Love Lifts Us Up Where We Belong is one of the songs from An Officer and a Gentleman, which was a song that came up a long, long time ago. So when he was telling me and he was explaining to me, what he said was, at my wedding, I want to do the choreography for my wedding dance, and I want every single person in the room to be crying. And I was looking at him and I was just thinking, well, clearly you are definitely working your divine feminine side as well. So this is why it's so brilliant, right? Because we can see the actual, well, certainly I can see the divine masculine, divine feminine coming into balance all around me, because that's what the universe is bringing me to see. So it was just a perfect thing, because she's going to be the hotshot lawyer. He's the, you know, they're both going to work here in jobs until they can really follow their dreams. She wants to be a lawyer and he wants to be a dance teacher, teaching ballroom dance. And the last thing that he did choreographed a wedding, and the music was Love Lifts Us Up Where We Belong. Now, just as a quick last one, the music that was just on the radio just before this was Coldplay, something just like this. So it's all about being your own superhero for your own life, right? Whatever that is, whatever your passion is, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that you follow your passion and you do it with love. And then everything else will follow. All right, well, I hope that helps. And I hope that, come to me for healing. Come and join the Crystal Grid. The more the merrier, because honestly, this journey is just incredible. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.